Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League. Series tied 1-1 right now in the conference semifinals, and the favorites are heading back home. Lost their first game, a 2-0 loss there to the Protectors with Romeo Carson on the mound. We could not get anything going. We bounced back in game 2 with Begana Bowl. We head back to Colonial Plaza. We will be putting Jess Trujillo on the mound and just hoping that she can have anything close to what she did in that last game of the season against the Skulls, where she had a complete game. So we head out. Let's take a quick look at the lineup before we do. We do have a struggling Fernanda Branch, but it makes me a bit nervous pulling her. What we could do here is we could swap Aaliyah to third and put Fernanda on the bench for a game. It is really tough, and I don't like doing that with such a sure-handed defender of Fernanda Branch, but I think it's the right choice. Brendan Lowe is a B+, so we don't have Ace Exterminator, so I think we go with... I don't want to change up too much, but I do think... Let's see, what is Jonah Gonzalez? He's 1 for 5, so he's not doing much. Odin Thomas is not having a good start. Jack is doing well. Cora Bobbert had the big hit. See, that's why I think... Okay. And Fernanda's hitless. Sullivan's hitless, but we can't sit them both. And Nick is 1 for 4. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm a little bit nervous to do this, but let's put Tiger in left. Let's put RJ Solomon at first. We'll put Aaliyah at third, McCormick behind the plate. Oh, man, that makes me a bit nervous, but I think we can work with this. Let us do... Let's move Sullivan up to the 2 spot behind Tiger Gray. Then we'll do Odin, Jack, RJ, Cora. Then we'll do Aaliyah, Nick, and Muhammad McCormick. So... Oh, boy, that makes me a bit nervous. We are heading back home, so I think we'll do our alternate home uniforms. I think that'll be fun. And this is really a big game for us because this is our first time with an opportunity to advance, and I do not want to see us fall short against the Protectors here with such an amazing season we've put together. So let's head out to Colonial Plaza. I hope I didn't do too much fanciness here in the lineup, but I do think Fernanda needed a break. And I know that's coming up for Aaliyah to take a break too. And if that's the case, I want to make sure that we can have Fernanda back in the lineup. So we'll have Jess Trujillo back on the mound. Former favorite, came back as a mercenary this year. She had an incredible game with us in the last game of the season to slam the door on any hopes of the Scroungers getting the #1 seed and taking it from us. We'll start with tense all-star Hanny Smalls. He's hitless on the year. In the playoffs here. And Jess Trujillo, the workhorse, will come out here looking to see if she can do her thing. Hanny will pop up here to the third base side. It's in foul territory near the coach's box, and that's going to be caught for out #1. So already getting an opportunity at third base is Aaliyah Sesame, and she does well. Where Drake now comes up batting 200. Just with that curveball, will pull inside, and it's going to be taken for a ball. Lofted into right field. Odin Thomas will get into place and catch that for out #2. And now Maxwell Leach, who's been a killer against us this series, locked in right now, batting .833 with no home runs and 1 RBI. He's just been getting into position and getting on base often. And here's a grounder to Jack. Sprinter is activated, but still an easy play for the second baseman, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Jess Trujillo. So we get through the top of the first unscathed, and we'll head to the bottom, seeing if Tiger Gray can get something going here. He had an incredible year in Season 2 with the favorites, but this past season was a bit of a lackluster outing for him stat-wise. Still was incredible for us defensively. Falls behind 0-2 here. He takes the ball low and in. Brennan Lowe with some velocity. And a poke into left field will get the leadoff man aboard for the favorites. And that'll bring up Sullivan Reddier, who's 0 for 3. Mind Gamer activated. I believe it was 0 for 3. Might have been worse than that, but high pressure already. With the tier 3 gets ahead trait from Brendan Lowe, he's going to see a big spike in his accuracy, but now it drops after the first pitch. Sullivan late on that one, fouls it off. It's a 1-1 count. Good speed at first. Ball low, and he just makes contact. He's going to ground straight to the... oh, come on, ump. The ball gets dirted back to first, and nice pick from the first baseman, but I don't think that was in time. Unfortunately, they called it out, and it's a double play, so runner gets washed away, and now we have nobody on, 2 outs for Odin Thomas, who's chasing out of the zone. He has been struggling. Our MVP, our offensive captain, takes strike 3 at the bottom of the zone, loses mojo, and he has only 1 hit this series so far. And that is something we need to see turn around if we're going to be able to keep moving forward in the playoffs here. Havoc Sandman will come up, batting 333. Does not have Ace Exterminator activated against Jess Trujillo, and will not have RBI Hero activated with nobody on. Falling behind 2-0, and that does not catch either. 3-0 count and ball 4. So 4-pitch walk. I don't know if that was the game plan for Jess. I don't know if she was just trying to be careful, but she will put the lead runner or the leadoff man aboard here in the second with good speed for Rhett Austin, former favorite, with tier 2 choker on a high pressure situation. Has tier 2 RBI 0, but not activated right now. Gets him to chase there, and it's 0-2 quickly to Rhett Austin. He lofts one foul down the left field line. Rhett was in that first year with the favorites, but we only had him for a couple of games. As you can see there, he grounds into the double play. He was not offensively successful for us, and he's about a bit older, so we were just not pleased with that lack of production, especially in a lost season like we saw in year 1. Chico Longpants comes up, batting 167, fouls one off. It's 1-1. He has 1 RBI. It was in the first game, and he'll ground to first baseman RJ Solomon for an out, and a clean inning for Jess Trujillo. After the walk, she gets a double play to clear the bases, gets a ground out, and another facing the minimum there in the second inning. Jack Mars will come up. He is locked in, batting 400. He had a double late in that game, game 2, where Cora Bobbert hit the 2-run homer. That was ultimately the game winner. 2-1 count here for Jack. Ball low. He missed his power numbers this year, and he'll walk. So Brenton Lowe missing the strike zone a few times there, pitching low, and that's going to put the leadoff man aboard for us. Now RJ Solomon will come up. He's only had a 1 opportunity. It was a pinch hit at bat. Wasn't able to do anything with it. Runner takes off. Pitch right down the middle. Kellen with a nice throw. He has wild thrower, but it did not activate, and runner gets caught stealing there. Wouldn't have mattered as a ground ball to shortstop will get out number 2. So we've been able to get a couple of runners aboard, but we can't string any hits together. Cora Bobbert will come up. She gets the start due to her heroics in game 2. Here she swings at the first pitch and will ground a second. Smalls to Drake, out number 3. So pitchers matching each other right now. Pitch for pitch, it seems like. Brendan Lowe able to keep the favorites' offense at bay. And so far, Jess Trujillo has been able to do the same. Isaiah Terrell comes up. He already had a home run earlier in the first game of this series back at Colonial Plaza, batting 500 with just the solo home run. He falls behind 0-2 here, and a grounder to short. Sullivan Reddier will scoop and toss. Out number 1. Jess gets a mojo boost here, which is really great. You'll love to see that mojo boost in the playoffs with the pressure being higher most of the time. Currently sitting at medium pressure. As a liner to second base, Jack Mars on the first pitch. That'll help out the pitch count for Jess Trujillo. She's at 23 pitches. Kellen Livingston comes up, first pitch swinging, pulls a foul. Hitless on the series, and he falls behind 0-2. Jess with the put-out pitch. Ball in the dirt, good block from McCormick, but it doesn't mean anything. He holds off, but now he called strike 3 in the top corner. And I think Kellen is probably mad as he knows that strike zone better than most. And so he's kind of, I think, saying something to the ump right now. They're going to call that one for us, too. Aaliyah comes up. She had a huge home run in that last game, batting 400 with one solo home run being her only RBI. First pitch strike, taken, and a ball high. Make it 1-1, and Aaliyah will yank one down the first base line, and Ward Drake will backhand that one. Caught on a line for out number 1. Nick Wilkerson comes up, batting 250. Hasn't had many opportunities at the bottom of the lineup here, especially with our offense not doing much. Swings at the first pitch and another grounder to first. This one corralled by Drake and step on first for out number 2. Backup catcher Mohamed McCormick gets the start with Aaliyah Sesame shifting over to third to cover for Fernanda Branch. Not really known for his offense, but he's been known to poke a ball here and there. He falls behind 0-2 against Lowe, and strike 3 will drop at the bottom of the zone, and we saw both catchers strike out to end each inning there in the third. We head to the top of the fourth. It's 0-0. Protectors will get to the top of their order once again. Hanny Smalls comes up, still tense, 0-1. High pressure now. So tense impacts him even more. The locked-in mojo for Jess Trujillo will help her out more. Second pitch strike, and it's 1-1. Hanny will loft one into center field, so we didn't have a perfect game after the walk, and now the no-hitter is gone. Hanny Smalls, despite being hitless all series long, will get back out of the tense mojo into neutral. And Ward Drake will come up with runner on. Jess still locked in, over 30 pitches now. Infield at double play depth, taking a strike high. Drake will take another strike, and it's 0-2. Just stay out of the zone. She does. Gets him to chase low, and that's strike 3 swinging. It's a nice pitch there from Jess Trujillo, and we have one out for Maxwell Leach, who's still locked in. He's 0-1 today. Grounded to second in his last at-bat. First pitch taken for a ball, low and away. Top of the zone, called for a strike. 1-1 for Leach, and he's going to just miss that one. Pop foul, straight back. 0-2, and the ball misses inside, so it's 2-2 even. Swung at and fouled back once again. Leach staying alive here. There's strike 3 called, and Jess Trujillo catches the edge of the plate, and I don't think Leach was expecting that one. And now here comes 2 outs for Havoc Sandman, who took a 4-pitch walk in his first at-bat. They are not calling that low inside corner for Jess against Havoc, and it's a 2-0 count. And holy shit, that one's booming, but pulled foul. Big hit from Sandman. He's ahead of it. Now he evens the count 2-2 after he swings and fouls another one off. Swings through strike 3. Jess Trujillo wipes out Havoc Sandman right after Maxwell Leach, and she gets through the heart of the lineup in the fourth. Does allow a base hit, but runner stranded at first, and we will wrap to the top of our lineup. Top of the fourth here, bottom of the fourth here, and Tiger Gray will come up. Tier 2 easy target along with gets ahead. And Brandon Lowe having a great day here so far. He's locked in. 1-1 count. Getting some help from Tiger on that easy target trait. And he'll get the strikeout 100 miles an hour on the fastball. Brandon Lowe gets another strikeout, and now Sullivan Reddier will come up. Our offense has been very, very spotty in this playoff series here. I don't know how to feel about it. We've scored runs in maybe 2 of the, 6, 12. We're now at 16 innings, and we've only scored runs in 2 of those 16 innings, as we see Sullivan get called strike 3. And that's 2 outs for Odin Thomas, who's tense after strikeout in his last at-bat. He swung at a pitch out of the zone. They call the strike on the inside corner for him. He chases the curveball, 0-2 for Odin, and he'll swing through strike 3. Just completely lost up there at the plate right now. The MVP we need is not showing up for the favorites, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Protectors, Brandon Lowe. We head to the top of the 5th. Red Austin still tense. No, actually, he's not tense. He just has tier 2 choker in a max pressure situation. And he'll take strike 3, so Jess Trujillo with another strikeout. In a second, let me see if we can find out how many she has so far today. Let's count it for 5 strikeouts through 4 1/3. Chico Longpants comes up. First pitch fouled back. Approaching the 50 pitch mark is Jess. And off the end of the bat, it's going to bounce in front of Jack, and that's going to be a easy play for him. Out number 2. Terrell comes up 0 for 1. Still in a max pressure situation. Jess still locked in. Throwing her 50th pitch here, and it's going to be pushed foul or pulled foul down the first baseline. A grounder right back to Jess. She will scoop and toss to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for her. We've gone through 5, 4.5, and the favorites and the protectors both with only 1 hit, and I believe both have 2 runners who have reached base. And that has been it. Jack Mars walked. Max pressure here. Brandon still locked in. 36 pitches in here at the start of the 5th, which is embarrassing. Little hack activates for Jack on the first pitch taken for a strike. He swings at one and pops it up left field. Coming in and calling it is Rhett Austin. He'll catch that for out number 1. It's looking like, again, we'll just need 1 big hit to try and break through here. RJ Solomon comes up. Curveball looked real tasty, but he swings through and misses it. Ball at the top of the zone. 101 miles an hour is taken. And a dribbler will stay foul. So it's 1-2 for RJ. He won't chase outside. 2-2 now. And there's the curveball. Throws it. Pulls the string. Brendan Lowe is locked in right now. He's pumped. And Cora Bobbert will come up 0 for 1. Max pressure once again. It's probably going to remain that way for the rest of this game. First pitch taken for a ball. That one, slider high at the top of the zone. It's fouled straight back. 1-1 count for Bobbert. And she'll ground to short. Terrell, easy play to first. That's out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning. And these pitchers have been insane here today. Both pitching incredible. We'll see which one flinches first. We do have the benefit of having the workhorse trait on Jess Trujillo just to help her get a little bit further into this one as we head to the top of the 6th. Neil Carrillo gets pulled for Kristen McIntyre. And interesting, I don't know if you saw that, but he is a left fielder that has a secondary position of third base. So not something you see very often, that combo. Falls behind 0-2, fouls one back, does another foul there. His first at-bat of the playoffs. Pops another one foul. Has Tier 2 sprinter and Tier 2 RBI hero. Again, only 1 runners in scoring position. And right down the middle, Jess with a fastball. And he's laid on it. And that's going to be a swinging strike 3, her 6th of the day. Kellen Livingston will come up now, tense. First pitch high for a ball. Jess still locked in, but she just threw her 60th pitch. You can see her attributes are keeping her with that locked-in mojo still above her normal starting point. 2-2 count, and a ground ball to right field. Kellen Livingston comes up big for the Protectors. 1 out, he's back to neutral mojo, and we rack to the top of the lineup for the Protectors. Hanny Small's the only other one to get a hit against Jess today, and we have 1 out, runners in at first. Hanny will swing at the first pitch and pop it foul. Little hack activates. We'd love a ground ball. And here it is. Infield out. Jack goes to second. You get the lead runner. Not able to turn it too quickly to get to first. But we'll take that out there. Good play from Jack, as he sometimes has been prone to trying to reach that runner, but he doesn't. He just goes straight to second. And 2 outs with a runner on first. Not very quick for Ward Drake. Jess in a bit of a jam here, but not much. In the top of the 6th, 2 outs, and a liner right in front of Sullivan Reddier. He traps it, makes the play to first. We've gone through 5.5. Jess Trujillo, through 6 innings, has given up 2 hits and a walk. No runs allowed so far, and we are heading into the bottom of the 6th. 1 run away from a victory here and an advancement to the next series. McIntyre stays in and goes to third base. Aaliyah Sesame will swing through the first pitch and miss it. She takes a ball outside, still in max pressure. Aaliyah takes a strike on the slider. And Brandon Lowe trying to get through a complete game as well. And swinging strike 3 from Aaliyah. She chases inside. Hey, Nick, you want to come up clutch for us? This would be huge. 0 for 1 today. Batting 200 now. Brandon Lowe, after 50 pitches. A strike catches a corner. Come on, bullshit. Little hack activates here on the 0-1, and he'll loft one straight toward Drake for out number 2. My God, I'm so freaking irritated, but it is what it is. Standing right now, Just trying to figure out how the hell we're going to get through this as Brandon Lowe is on fire right now. Mohammed McCormick, our weakest batter in the lineup, comes to the plate, takes a strike, ball high. Mohammed looking for a pitch on the inside part of the plate, now has to protect on the 1-2, and he hits one sky high, center field, coming in as the outfield was playing shallow, and Maxwell Leach will catch that. We had extra innings, folks, and we go to the top of the 7th. For the Protectors, they're going to go 3-4-5. Jess Trujillo, we'll see she stays out there and for how long. She's still in a good spot. She's still got some good momentum. We also have, in a max pressure situation, we also have Emerson Bauer with Tier 2 clutch in the bullpen that we can turn to. First pitch fouled off. Second pitch fouled off. 0-2 count here. And a booming line drive to left center field. That one's going to couple hops to the wall. Bounces off. Tiger Gray comes up throwing to second base. Maxwell Leach will have a leadoff double. Potential winning run at first base or at second base right now. He's back to locked in. And that'll put RBI Hero at Tier 2 for Havoc Sandman. 0 for 1 with a walk today. Max pressure. And Jess has to stay in here as we do not want to bring in an ace right now to give Ace Exterminator a trait. Swinging through 2 strikes. 0-2 count. Come on, Jess. And a base hit to right field. It's going to get down in front of Odin Thomas. He comes up throwing. Only one base able to advance there for Maxwell Leach, but now a run 90 feet away with nobody out. We will see Rally Stopper activated for Jess Trujillo for the first time here today as she's throwing pitch number 75. RBI Hero is activated. He fucking comes through. Red Austin with choker. RBI's Hero. Nick Wilkerson throws it in. Havoc coming around third, heading home, and he'll slide in safely. A 2-run double for Rhett Austin. The Protectors take a 2-0 lead in the top of the 7th, and that's probably going to do it for Jess Trujillo with Chico Longpants coming up. We go to Waldo Ho. Chico tense. Not much speed over there at second base. Nobody out yet. Waldo Ho gets a foul there, and an 0-2 count against Chico. We have much better pitchers that are readily available. We go to Waldo Ho. He's not bad, but definitely would like to go to somebody else in this high leverage situation. And another foul. Chico staying alive. A few pitches here he's fouled off. And the changeup taken just outside. Ball low and away outside. 2-2 count for Chico. And a base hit to left field, and that'll keep the hit parade going. 4 straight hits for the Protectors here in the top of the 7th. They finally get their offense to figure things out, and now Isaiah Terrell comes up batting from the right side for the first time today. And Waldo Ho with the infield in has a bit of a challenge in front of him. Runner at third is Jess's responsibility, and it's such a shame that her line, a bloop into center field. Coming in on it is Nick, and he won't make the play. The outfield was playing so far deep. And we have another run score on a bloop base hit from Isaiah Terrell. 2 on, nobody out. And McIntyre comes up with Tier 2 RBI Hero. He hits one hard, deep center field. Looks like it's going to be playable. Nick Wilkerson will come up. Runner tagging at second. Heading to third, Nick with a weaker arm, and Sullivan will cut it off, advancing the runner. So a sac fly for Christian McIntyre, who came in pinch hitting earlier today. And Cullen Livingston, who's 1 for 2 with a single, will come up with Tier 2 RBI 0. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Runner takes off. Oh, and that's going to be, there was a suicide squeeze. The runner on third read it properly as it was popped straight up. Livingston was out on the pop-up, and runner retreated back to first in time. Could have been a double play there, especially as the runner was going on the pitch. 2 outs now. Hanny Smalls' little hack activates. He's down 0-2. Waldo Ho trying to get out of this unscathed after giving up an extra run. And there's the strikeout. That ends the inning, but it's not looking good, folks. 3 runs we need here in the bottom of the 7th. The Protectors managed to put together 3 runs on 5 hits in the top of the 7th, and we get to go to the top of our order, but against Brandon Lowe, who's still on fire and has only thrown 56 pitches, it's not looking good for us. Come on, Tiger. We need our offense to break out right here. And he'll get one down left field line. That's going to be fair. It's going to roll away from Isaiah Terrell. Red Austin, as it takes a very, very favorable hop for him. It'll put Tiger at second base right now. Sullivan Reddier will come up over 2 intense. And Brandon Lowe, I think, drops back to locked in mojo, and he's getting close to 60 pitches here, so he'll get tired quickly if we can work the count a little bit. First pitch swinging, fouled back. Sullivan has been quiet all series long, hitless still, and he'll bloop one into center, but that one's going to hold up, of course, when we do it, right? Maxwell Leach will come in, catch that one. Runner has to hold his second as it was too shallow. Now Odin Thomas comes up, who could make this a very interesting game with one swing of the bat, but the way he's been looking, batting 125 intense, 2 strikeouts today and 2 at-bats. He'll take a strike there. Fucking bullshit calls. And he'll dribble one. That's going to be foul. Holy shit. 0-2 count for Odin. And he'll just make contact to foul that off. Staying alive. We need him here. And he's going to loft to left field. That's going to be playable. Runner retreating. No tag. And Red Austin with no arm whatsoever. Tiger decides not to tag up. And we have 1 out left to work with. And we're still down by 3. Jack Mars 0 for 1 with a walk. Season might be coming to an end here, folks. It was a great game, but it got out of hand there in the 7th. We decided to go to Waldo Ho instead of Jess. Taken for a strike there, 1-1 count. This fucking strike zone has been brutal. This ump behind the plate. Little Hack, ball outside, Little Hack gone, and 70th pitch for Brandon Lowe. And he's going to get a grounder to first, and that's going to do it. That's our season, folks. Brandon Lowe with a complete game shutout through 7 innings. I can't even begin to express the frustration that I feel right now. We played 3 games. We put up 3 total combined runs, and we scored in 2 of 19 innings. And we could probably add up our hits with just 2 hands. 3-0 victory for the Protectors. They'll move on. Oh my God, I'm so mad. For the favorites, we got 2 hits. They were both from Sullivan Reddier, from Tiger Gray, a single and a double, a walk from Jack Mars, and that was our offense. Incredible pitching performance from Brandon Lowe. We'll talk about that in just a second. On the other side, hits scattered across the lineup here. Ward Drake and Neil Carrillo were hitless. McIntyre was hitless as well, but he did make a productive out with a sac fly in the 7th. 2 RBIs for Red Austin and his huge RBI double, coming up with the RBI hero overcoming the choker trait, and an RBI from Isaiah Terrell, and that really pushed things out of hand. A walk from Havoc Sandman early in the game, but it's a real shame that Jess Trujillo gets handed the loss here, and the fact that she gets all 3 of those runs credited to her, as she did not deserve that with how wonderful her pitching performance was. Prior to that 6th inning, prior to the 7th inning, she didn't even get it. She got through the 6th. She had given up 2 hits and 1 walk and no earned runs and 6 strikeouts, and then that 7th inning just fell apart. We then turned to Waldo Ho, who finally got through the 1 inning but allowed 2 extra hits, pushing a 3rd run across that goes to Jess and gets 1 strikeout to finally end that inning. But Brandon Lowe, I mean, it didn't matter what we did offensive or pitching-wise, because Brendan didn't allow a single runner to get past second base, I think. 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. He gets the win. He gets the number 1 spot, followed by then Jess Trujillo, and that's the way our favorite season ends. I don't know what to do from here. I'm going to quick sim to the end of this playoff matchup as the Rippers will play the Protectors and the Dirt Dogs will face off against the number 1 Sewer Sneaks. Quick sim to the end. The Rippers sweep the Protectors, the Dirt Dogs sweep the Sewer Sneaks, and then they end up winning in 3 games against the Rippers to be your season 6. Yeah, season 6 champions. So the Dirt Dogs win 1. Let's take a look at the league leaders here, and I do want to peek at the team stats for the playoffs. Danger Drapes gets your number 1 spot. Batting 476 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. Valentino Mastiff, number 2, followed by Brandon Lowe, who was still incredible. Oh, he just gets that one performance, and that's going to put him at number 3. Only appears in one game through the entire playoffs, and he goes to number 3, which is crazy. Ay, ay, ay. I don't think it. I'm gonna do a quick peek through these. I don't think it's worth looking at anything. Deputy with 4 home runs during the um, playoffs is pretty impressive. Just peeking through here. Of course, we know nobody from our team is going to be in any of these offensive categories except for caught stealing from Jack. Victor Simmons does have a 2.08 ERA, which makes it in the top 10. Asher with whip, Jess with whip, Asher with OBA, nobody in strikeouts, and then a couple scattered in here in those ratios. So, oh my God, I'm so mad. Let's take a look at why we just got knocked out of the playoffs. Tiger Gray with a 5-for-9 playoff performance is incredible. He's responsible for, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 total hits. He's responsible for 5 of them. Jack with 2 hits, both of them doubles, so those were big. He also reached on a walk. Him and Cora, the only ones to walk. Only 1 hit from Odin. 1 hit from Cora. It was a 2-run homer. That was the game winner. Aaliyah Sesame with 2 hits, 1 being a home run. Nick with 1 single, or with 1 double. And then Jonah Gonzalez with 1 hit. This was embarrassing. Our offense was miserable the entire playoffs. I could say Jack was fine, but really the only person I'm proud of here is Tiger Gray. Then Asher Garcia gave up 2 runs. I would say that's pretty fine. Victor Simmons only gave up 1 run. That's normally going to be great. Jess Trujillo, if you don't have her going 6+ innings, you have her with a complete game shutout through 6. And we didn't score a fucking run. So, yeah, of course we're not going to, even this line, if it was outside of these circumstances, would still be acceptable. We used Avery Connor, and we used Waldo Ho. You know who we didn't use? We didn't use Emerson Bauer. We didn't use Jericho House. And even though we didn't use them, these 2 pitchers still did fine. I'm just so frustrated because our pitching was incredible and our offense let us down mightily. You have to play better against some of these really, really tough pitchers, and we just did not show up. So that's the way our season ends. As I will typically do, I am going to make sure that I set or do the re-sign phase so I can get into the off season, and then I'll do some scouting and figure things out before we head into next season. And I probably will think about this and then give you an update in the off-season video, but I am thinking that I don't know what to do with the favorites. We've gone through 3 seasons. This was by far the best season we've ever had, number 1 seed, and I just feel like I don't want to keep spending so long on this team. We had 3 years with the Outlaws. We won 3 we made it to the championship finals 3 times. We won it the first year. I feel like the favorites, if we don't make it next year, I feel like I might consider myself quote unquote fired and move on to another team. If we do win a championship, I will look to see if I can run it back for another one. But I think, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, but I think that we get through season 4. If it's not a success, then consider me fired and we'll look for another team. This time we would move down to the air division in the bottom left there, and we'll pick up one of those teams. So that's where I think we'll go, but I'll mull it over a little bit more before making a final decision. And things can always change, so we'll see. But player re-sign phase, let's take a look. I was very nervous about this season because I felt like with some of the development that we did, we also spent a ton of money. I didn't think we'd have room to pay anybody, and I'm actually seeing a lot of players wanting to come back, which is surprising to me. but we really have very limited amount of money to work with. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is go through and find these players that are overpaid and drop them really quick because we will not be bringing them back. So Aaliyah's below hers, McCormick's at his, Tiger's below, RJ's below, same with Jack, same with Cora. Okay, okay, okay. So here, she's gonna ask for 8-7. She's at 0%, so there's no roll here. I'm gonna drop her. We can always bring Eliana back, but she didn't even make an appearance. I think she started one game when I picked her up, and then we didn't use her again. Nick is over his price. He's currently valued at 15.9. He did not develop at all. He wants to come back. We paid him this. I'll probably keep him still and decide what I want to do. I'll probably look to replace him as there's a lot of money to be cushioned there, and we'll figure it out. But we'll see some of these rolls in a minute. Okay. 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 Jess is... she's like right at her value. She did pitch really well, so I might... give me 1 second here. Okay. I might bring her back too. We do need a fourth starter because I really don't feel comfortable having Cairo in the starting rotation. Avery is over his price, so we will have to release him. I would look to bring him back because he pitched really well for us. I was pleased with this whole bullpen. Good, 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 and good. Okay, so now that we did that, these two are not coming back. Carl is at 5.9. He's asking for 9.6. He's at 0%, so we're going to drop him as well. And then let's go through it. I think Aaliyah has done enough to come back, so I think we bring her back at her current price. I think I'll do the same thing with Muhammad McCormick. I thought he was a great backup for us. Like him as a defender, and I'm fine with him not being a very good offensive weapon. We shouldn't rely on him. Tiger here at 92%. He's asking for 12. He's worth 12.7. I'm going to come back to him. I don't want to roll this, but I also don't want to lose him. RJ, 6.6 when he's worth 6.9. He wants to come back. I'll bring him back. Jack is going to be tough here. 75%. That's a scary roll. I'll come back to him. Cora's at 6.4. I'll bring her back for now. Fernanda Branch just made an all-star game. I'd love to give her a price increase, but at 99%, we're going to keep her. She's only asking for 0.2, but I need to squeeze every penny out of this team as I can, so we're going to offer her her current salary. She'll come back. Thank you. Sullivan is so frustrating to me. I am not going to... I'm not going to look to bring him back. I'm going to look to replace, find another shortstop, but I don't know who would be available. I'm definitely not going to give him what he's asking for, so we're rolling at 67%, and we'll see if he decides to come back at 67 or whether he's ready to go. And he's ready to go, and that's fine with me. I wouldn't be opposed to trying to bring him back, but he has to be paid less than his value. Jonah, I hope that was a sophomore slump from him. He's getting paid way less than he's currently worth, so I'm going to roll this at 94%, but if he doesn't come back, it is what it is. He was not helpful for us this season. Okay, he comes back. Nick, like I said, I'm probably going to keep him here, but he will be on the very short list of players I'm ready to get rid of the moment I find somebody that can replace him as our new starting center fielder. This position must be cursed because he was awful this season. So we'll resign for now. I'll actually also look to get rid of him if we decide to bring back. I think they too deserve it way more than Nick does, so I might give them the money and drop him. Dash, continue to like what I see out of him. He's asking for closer to his valuation, but he's still truly just a defensive weapon for us. He's at 71% to come back at 4.7. It would be so helpful to bring him back at that lower price. So I'm going to try and roll the dice here. Hey, do you fish? 71% chance, 82 loyalty, and he will sign. So thank you, Dash. All right. Odin Thomas, 12.7. He's worth 13.5. He's asking for a 12.8. He's asking for 0.1 million. So that after winning the MVP. Now, after the playoffs, I don't know if he deserves that. But after his MVP season, I think I'll give it to him. So we're going to resign him. We'll give him the plus point one. I know the 99 is obvious, but this is more like role playing the game here that I'm doing this. Asher deserves to come back. He wants it 100%. I love you, man. He's by far one of my favorite players I've ever had in any version of this game with any franchise I've ever done. Victor Simmons, he wants to come back. He's right at his value. He was great for us. I'd like to have him back as our number two. Jess Trujillo, I think I'm going to let her go only because she's still over her price, and I think we can get her at or below her 8 million price. And I think we, again, need to squeeze that money out of everywhere. So, Jess, we'll see you come back hopefully later. Cairo, yeah, this is going to be where it gets tough with some of these. I'm gonna just give the 99% roll here for Emerson. She was great. Love to have her come back, and she will. Jericho at 97% at 6.8. We'll roll this one. We'll get him back, and then Waldo Ho 75%. We'll roll it, and he does not want to come back. So we need to replace 3 bullpen pieces, maybe just 2 with Cairo here. But now our last 3 deciding options. Tiger, Jack, and Cairo. I need a little bit more breathing room, I think, in the budget. I think Nick is going to be a drop, but I have to see who else is available. These 3 pieces deserve the money, and rolling them is really scary. Let's see. Cairo's at 10.8. He's asking for 12.5, and he's worth 13.2. I think he is worth paying the extra money. It's a 2/3 chance he won't come back, and he's still asking for 0.7 less than what he's worth. So I think Cairo, we bring him back. He's kind of an anchor to our bullpen along with Emerson Bauer. And that flexibility to go into the starting rotation, we saw that can be really helpful. Jack Mars has been kind of the ace of our team, or the anchor to our offense until Odin started stepping up. He's been here from the beginning. He's to 28. He's asking for 14.7. That's a 1.5 million increase. He's worth 15.4. I think I got to give him this increase as well at 75%. I just don't feel confident that it'll roll in our favor. And then the last one, Tiger Gray. He's worth 12.7, and he's asking for 12. So here's where I'll say I want to bring him back. I think it'll be valuable to have him on the team, but I think I'll roll this one because I think we're paying for extra things here. I think we could. Oh man, see, I don't know. I'm gonna roll it. It's 0.8 million more, but I think we need that 0.8 in our budget. I'm gonna roll the 11.2. Oh, I don't want to look. I'm closing my eyes. Okay, he signs. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God. Okay, so that's where we're at. We have to find, I think, doing quick inventory before we go, I think our catching position is really solid. I would maybe look at a spot or at someone to replace Aaliyah, but with that Ace Exterminator, she's been so good for us. She's been reliable behind the plate. Muhammad's worth it for the extra, or for the 4.4. Tiger's solid at first. I like RJ and Cora as our 2 bench bats, and DH intertwined there. Jack and Fernanda, great. I want a new shortstop. I'd look to find a new left fielder. I think we can find somebody more flexible than Eliana. Because we have RJ and Cora as bench bats, we can look at somebody a little bit more defensive flexibility from Eliana. Nick, I'm going to look to replace. Jonah, I might look to change him out too, but we'll see what options are available. Same with Nick. Dash, I'm planning to keep. Same with Odin. These 2 are coming back. I need maybe Jess back if we can get her. We'll see what other options are, but then I'm going to have another bullpen piece come in, and then we'll see what options are left for the rest of the bullpen. Oh, I mean another starter coming in, and then we'll see what's left for the rest of this bullpen. So that's where we're going to leave it. Heartbreaking way to end the season after a number 1 seed and an opportunity for us to make a name for ourselves in the playoffs. We were the favorites, and we floundered. So let's hope that we can put together something more impressive next time out. I want to hear your feedback on what you think we should do with this team. Do we keep going and going until we can finally win a championship, however many seasons that takes? Or are we looking to maybe do one more run, Unless we get a championship, we'll try and run it back. But if we don't get a championship, we call it quits with the favorites and we look to find a new team. Let me know what you think. Open to any feedback. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you following the series. I know it's a long one, but I hope you've enjoyed the world building we've been doing within the Chemlock League. So we'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.